But give me your name, which is Deborah, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
D-E-E. What's your middle name?
Ann.
A-N-N?
Mm-hmm.
Charles.
Yes.
When were you born?
January 13th, 1978.
Now keep that with your stuff. The last time we did this, I gave you one of these.
Mm-hmm.
And you were on tape 42 then.
Okay.
Okay, now you're on tape 48.
Okay.
So 100 years from now, your great-great-great-greats can go down there and pull this off the shelf and take a look at you.
Okay.
All right?
Well, thank you.
All right. Okay, and you told me your name, Deborah Ann Charles, and Debbie, are you married, single, divorced, widowed, separated, all the above?
Actually, I just got married a couple weeks ago.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you have any children?
And no, not yet.
Okay, and what's your husband's name?
Scott McGinnis.
Scott McGinnis. Do I know Scott?
Probably.
What does he do?
He's a plastics engineer.
I don't think I know. But in any case, then, are your mother or your parents living?
My father.
What's his name?
Rick Charles.
Rick. Now, where does he live?
Willisburg.
Where do you live now?
Lexington.
Lexington, Kentucky?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You moved, didn't you?
Yes.
Is that where your husband is,
Mm-hmm.
or? Okay.
Yes.
Now, last time we did this was over a year ago, and you were getting ready to leave, and you went to Camp Atterbury, okay? What did you do there?
They just prepared us. You know, we did some training before we left to go to Iraq.
Okay. Was the training good enough for Iraq? I mean, did it give you a good idea what to expect and that sort of thing?
Actually, I think it could have been better.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like it really prepared us. However, it was something. I mean,
It was something.
yes,
yeah.
it done some good, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then where did you go?
We landed in Kuwait.
Okay. And you flew over then, I take it then.
Yes, we flew to Kuwait.
Okay. And was that a pretty long
Yes.
flight?
Actually, most of that I was conked out, so I don't remember, but
Okay. That's one way to pass the time, is to kind of go to sleep or something then.
exactly.
And you land in Kuwait. How long are you in Kuwait?
I think, I'm not really for sure, but I think it was only like 3 days, 3-4 days, or maybe a week.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you know Isaac, my son, don't you?
Yes, uh-huh.
He was in Kuwait, and
Oh, really?
you know, now this was a few years ago. He said two things about Kuwait that he noticed was, number one, the heat, incredible heat. And number two, there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing there. He called home, I think, soon after he got here. He said, "Dad, there's nothing here." And I had to say, "What do you mean?" "No, there's nothing here. There's no grass. There's nothing."
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was some. So that's what you found too,
Yes.
then, right? Except tents coming out of the
Yes.
sand. And what did you do in Kuwait?
We did some last minute training before we were heading towards Iraq. We armored our vehicles and just took a couple days to get used to the heat.
Okay. What is your MOS? What do you do?
51 Romeo, which is electrician.
Okay.
Which actually, on an E6, it's a squad leader, so you're a 51 hotel now, which they changed to a 21 whiskey while we were gone, but make a long story short, it's,
You're still an electrician?
yeah, supposedly, but just, construction, carpentry, masonry, electrician.
How long have you been in the National Guard?
I've been in the Guard for almost 5 years.
Are you going to stay?
No, I don't believe so. I have another year left on my contract.
Okay.
But right now I'm planning to
Get out?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you plan on getting out before going to Iraq, or did you think that this has kind of changed you a little bit?
To tell you the truth, it didn't really weigh on my decision all that much. Before I left, I was undecisive. I really wasn't set either way what I wanted to do. But it wasn't necessarily just going to Iraq that made me want to get out of the Guard. But I guess I just, there's really, I mean, I'm done with college and I'm done 10 years in the military, and I just, you know, I mean, I feel fulfilled that I've gave my time and I've reaped my benefits and, you know, ready to go elsewhere.
And you've got a husband and another life. And getting back to Iraq, then you, all your training, you're at Attleboro and you're in Kuwait there for a while, is kind of like preparing for reality, the day of, and then one day it's reality. There you are. You jump off into Iraq, right?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, from Kuwait, some of us, including myself, we convoyed to Iraq, which was about a 3-day convoy, really long convoy. We just jumped into the ball game. We instantly started working, started building, and just.
Did you, you went to Tikrit, I understand. You guys went there.
Yes.
Did you go to Tikrit?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what was that like up there?
Well, obviously, it was really the same as Kuwait, only it was a little bit more hostile.
More hostile, a little? Okay. And what's that like being in a hostile place?
Well, at first, I mean, it's just reality really sets in first day you're there. But after, I don't know, it took me a couple weeks or whatever, you just get used to it. I mean,
You're taking fire, aren't you? Incoming and all that sort of thing?
yeah, but I mean, it sounds weird, but after a while, I mean, as long as it's not super, super close, you know, you just really don't worry about it. You just go on with your day.
How would you tell if it was coming close?
If it actually shook you, I mean, a lot of times, you know, our houses or vehicles or would shake, or sometimes even the ground, and obviously you'd hear it no matter how far away it is. But trust me, you would know if it was real close.
Okay,
Yeah, you can feel it on your face. It's pretty close.
Has that happened? It's been so close you've felt it on your face?
Daily, no. Daily, usually it's just like around the perimeter and such. I mean, you felt really the aftershocks. But I was on a convoy once where we got hit, and then I felt that on my face. But really, that was only a really close.
Was that the one Comer and the other guy got? Okay. Now being over there as an electrician, what do you do?
And actually, I'm going to tell you honest with you. I was on active duty before, and this was not my MOS. So this was all new to me when we were deployed.
Being an electrician?
Yes.
Wow.
I switched platoons, and I had been to school for 2 weeks, the 2-week crash course as an electrician.
For an electrician?
Yes, and that is the only experience I've ever had. But luckily, when we went over, and I was thrown into a new platoon too, so I knew nobody was in it, you know.
What platoon were you in?
3rd platoon.
Okay.
But luckily, the guys in there, they've been in a long time. Most of them are carpenters, you know, in the civilian sector. But although I was a squad leader, they knew I was new and just getting thrown in there. But you know, I still worked hard, and they helped me. I mean, a lot of those guys have 20 plus, you know, some experience. So really, we just all worked together, and everything turned out really well.
Where did you go? Did you go to Samara?
No, I wasn't actually in Samara. But tell you the truth, we were on so many convoys, you don't even know where you're at. And there's not really signs or you just, it's hard to tell.
While you were over there, did you take a lot of pictures? Did you do anything like that?
Not really. I might have taken a couple here.
Did you bring back any souvenirs?
No.
Any Iraqi money?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't bring just some coins back.
How did you stay in touch with people back here?
Through email.
Oh, that was great, wasn't it?
And the phone, which it wasn't a lot. I mean.
Were you engaged when you went over?
Yes.
Engaged, you and your husband? Okay, you were, okay.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, we've been engaged for we were engaged like 3 years.
Okay, you finally got him up there to the altar.
Exactly. Actually, it was me getting up there.
Okay, I hear you. And then Does he have military?
No,
Was your father?
no.
You're the only military person in the family, or?
Yes, I was told my grandpa was in, but he passed away when I was young, so I really never.
Okay. Are you glad you went?
I can't really give that a yes or I don't. It's a hard question to answer truthfully. Some reasons, yes, I am. Other reasons, no, I'm not.
Would you go again?
If called to go, yes, I would.
Suppose they came down the hall and asked for volunteers.
Well, my husband would like that. Well, I think if they were needing volunteers, obviously they don't have people to go. So I don't know.
Yeah. Did it change you?
Yes, I don't think as much as others, but
Do you watch the news?
no, not really. But I enjoy life a lot more than I did.
Do you?
I took a lot for granted and small things. I don't get stressed out hardly over anything no more.
Right.
I mean,
Right,
house and life and work and it's petty stuff.
Hmm.
So that's one thing I'm grateful for.
Is it to say then that you found out what's important? Is it kind of
Yeah.
like that sort of thing?
That's exactly
kind of
how I
stuff?
would express it.
Are you, have you been back long enough physically to also be back mentally? Do you know what I mean by that?
I think it might. If I had to say yes or no, I'd probably say yes. But like anybody here, you always have your moments or whatnot. But overall, yes.
Okay. How'd the unit do over there?
We did good. I mean, we worked hard. Worked long days, worked hard days. And it's hot.
It
It's
is
hot
very
over
hot,
there.
I understand.
And
I told you what Isaac said. It's amazing.
It's just miserable. But I mean, our unit, because I know everybody bickers and you're with those same people 24/7 and there's nothing else to do and the stress and.
How'd you end up with another CO? The guy that started with you is not the guy that I met out here.
I mean, I can just tell you what I know secondhand, I mean, what was told to me, but something I think my CO had additional schooling that he was supposed to go to, and then, so therefore, they wanted something, give this other CO some experience of running a company, so something about promotion points, it was just taking turns as officers, or something, which I could have it totally messed up, that's just what, I mean, it came down to the grapevine.
Some of the guys didn't go, or did some of them come back on a medical?
Yes.
Some of them like that, like a broken leg or stuff like that, or whatever. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, there were some medical issues that came back earlier.
And did you have any interaction with the people over there? Any? Were you able to? What was that like?
Well, for about 4 months, 4.5 months, I had a painting crew, we call it.
A what?
A painting crew.
Painting.
Mm-hmm.
Were they Iraqis?
Yes.
Were they taking orders from you?
I would have anywhere from 6 to 10 to 12 a day, and I'd have a couple of my guys that would guard them all day. And, at first it was kind of awkward. I just don't think they really knew what to think, but they act like they were more scared or timid more than anything, but not really. There was no anger or nothing like that. I think they were more backward, just didn't know what to expect. But after a while, we actually became pretty close, and because I had them every day, all day long, and we really got to know each other. Which only one of them could halfway speak English, but you just kind of work it out. But it went fairly well.
So they could relate to you as a woman and
Oh, yeah.
understanding their culture, how they feel about women and stuff like that?
Yeah, which we never really talked much about culture. I think for them, like I said, they came onto our base, you know, and it was me and them, or me and a couple of guards, and we were the only people they would actually socialize with while they were working. So we were all they had, and they were in our zone. So I think really they kind of rolled over into our culture. You know, they left theirs outside the gate. You know, there was just nothing but Americans around them. So they accepted it. And
Okay, okay. Um, is there anything else you'd like to say, Debbie, or anything?
um,
Experience of a lifetime with
yes, it was. I was glad to be back, living life.
it. Is it better here than there?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's why I tell my friends all the time. Which I mean, I try not to bark at them too much. But whenever they're having bad days or whatever, I was like, you have no idea how lucky we are.
You
to
don't
be
know what a
American."
bad day is until.
I said, the only reason why we're Americans is because we were just born here. So we are truly blessed.
Hey, Debbie, thanks a lot for coming in.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for everything you did.
Okay, thanks.